Good morning, dear students. In the previous class, we have discussed about the social science. Okay, that is sociology. Yes, that is prominent. Sorry, that is we have discussed about the meaning and importance of sociology and early sociologist. Okay, so in this class we are going to discuss about prominent Indian sociologist. Yes, so among them first person, his name is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So Dr. Ambedkar sir, he was born in 1891 and he was died in 1956. So let's discuss about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, so Ambedkar's contribution to the building of modern India, it is very important. Yes, and his full name is Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. Yes, and he is one of the prominent social reformer and an expert in law. That's why he is the first law minister of independent India, and he fought against the he fought against the exploitation of Dalits in India like untouchability, and he organized agitations in favor of Dalits rights and women rights. So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is a very important person in the India. So he fought against the exploitations of Dalits people. Yes, they are facing so many problems during that time. So the first person, he has started to agitation in favor of Dalit rights and women rights. And more importantly, Dr. Ambedkar was the first to prove that all stores of exploitation of Dalits can be overcome by education. That means the Dalit, they should get education, then only they are free, they will become free from exploitation. Yes, that is the importance of education. It is given by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And Ambedkar's stand on education differs from other social thinkers radically. Yes, as you know, and he proposes that education is the main tool of social transformation. Yes, if you want to make social transformation, so education, that is only one thing that can change the social. Okay, and according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, education is the only means through which one can earn resources to understand the analyze critically. Yes, and particularly Ambedkar argued that to overcome India's prejudice and prejudice-induced social discrimination, and one needs logical argument, and this logical argument capacity is earned through education. Yes, so there were so many prejudices are there. Yes, and we have to, and there were so many social discriminations are there. So we have to remove this social discrimination and prejudice by getting education. Yes, and Dr. Ambedkar Dr. Ambedkar argued in favor of compulsory and free education to all. Yes, he told that everyone should get the free and compulsory education, and he argued that education should remain as a public property as it has the capacity to bring in social changes. Yes, so education is like that, it is a public property, it's not someone rich people's property. That's why everyone should get the compulsory education, that we called public property. That is education, it is a public property. And with these radical thoughts, Dr. Ambedkar played a pivotal role in the preparation of the draft Indian Constitution. That's why the chairman person of drafting committee of Indian Constitution is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And because of this proactive role played by Ambedkar, the Indian Constitution has unique way of assuring social justice and equality in the entire world. So let us discuss about life and education of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So B.R. Ambedkar, that is Baba Saheb Ambedkar, he was born in Ambewadi village of Maharashtra on April 14, 1891. So he lost his mother at the age of 6 and grew up under the care of his aunt Mirabai, and he started his primary education at Satara. Yes, and Next, Ambedkar, he joined the popular Elphinstone High School at Mumbai, and he passed a matriculation with the first class in 1907. Yes, what is matriculation? That is SSLC. Yes, so he passed the matriculation or SSLC examination with the first class in the year 1907. And then he married Ramabai, and with the help of scholarship awarded by Maharaja of rupees 25, Dr. Ambedkar, he earned his BA MA degrees. Yes, so he received his PhD from Columbia University in the year 1916, and he started Frontlinely magazines. That magazine name is Mookanayaka. Yes, this is the first magazine, and his major works is also important works are there. For example, Annihilation of Caste. It was printed in 1936, and Who Are Shudras in the year 1946. Buddha and His Dhamma. It was printed in 1957, and others. And all his writings are published in 26 volumes from the government of Karnataka in Kannada. Yes, and Dr. Ambedkar, he was died in December 6, 1956. Okay, so this is all about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Next one is G.S. Ghurye. Yes, so he was born in 1893 and died in 1948. So G.S. Ghurye, he played an important role in the establishment of departments of sociology in the Indian universities. That is, he has established a important, that is, a sociology department in the universities, and his full name is Govinda Sadashiv Ghurye. So he was born in December 12, 1893 at Malwan of Maharashtra. Yes, and he completed his college education at Bombay University. Then after receiving his PhD from Cambridge University, he goes to London. So Ghurye returned to India and started his teaching career at the Department of Sociology at Bombay University. When he got the PhD from the Cambridge University, then he came to India, and then he started the sociology, that is, he started to teaching sociology subject in the Bombay University. Yes, and which is founded by him, that is G.S. Ghurye. So some important books is also written by him. So that is Caste and Race in India. It was printed in 1932. Scheduled Tribes in 1943. Indian Saints 1953, and many other books are written by him. So this is all about G.S. Ghurye. Yes. Next one is C. Parvathamma. Yes. So M.N. Srinivas, he is also a prominent person. Okay, so M.N. Srinivas, he is the internationally renowned Indian sociologist. Yes, and he popularized the field-based sociological studies. Yes, so M.N. Srinivas, he was born in 1916 and 1999. So M.N. Srinivas is the internationally renowned Indian sociologist. He popularized the field-based sociological studies in India. While he was studying at Stanford University, his field study notes were lost in air zone due to agitation of the students. Yes, and based on his memory of the field work done, he wrote a Remember Village, that is in the 1976, and this has received a universal acclaim and has been republished many times. Under the guidance of his teacher Radcliffe Brown, he wrote a book titled The Religion and Society of Kodwas of South India in 1952. So, M.N. Srinivas, that is Mysore Narasimhachar Srinivas. Yes, Mysore Narasimhachar Srinivas. So, he was born at Narasimhachar and Rukmini on November 16, 1916 at Mysore. That is his parents' name, Narasimhachar and Rukmini. So he was born at Mysore in the year 1916, and he received MA, LLB, PhD from Bombay University. MA means Master of Arts. Okay, and he also earned DLit, from DLIT, that is Doctrine of Literature, from Oxford University. Yes, and he worked as a professor at Delhi, and his major contributions, they are the Religion and Society of Kodwas of South India, that is in 1952. Indian Villages is the year. Social changes, change in modern India, it was printed in 1966. And Remembered Village, that is in 1976. So this is all about M.N. Srinivas. So next one is C. Parvathamma. Okay, C. Parvathamma. So C. Parvathamma is the prominent contemporary sociologist from Karnataka. Yes, during his early days, she grew up difficult situation and with a lot determination became one of the leading sociologists of India. Yes, and she was born at Saikaldi village at present of that village is in Davangere district. Yes, and that that she was born in June 1928. Yes, and she lost her father when she was only 9-month-old baby, and with the support from the maternal family, she grew up with her young mother. Yes, and Parvathamma completed her education in single teacher school at her village. That is a single teacher. She can explain the all subject, and Parvathamma, she has got the education from that school. She continued her middle school education at the neighboring Lokikere village and high school education at Davanagere. A teacher named Kantaraja Setti arranged for her immediate education at Mysore by getting accommodation family in a hostel. That is his teacher, her teacher, his name is Kantaraja Setti. He has arranged the education for C. Parvathamma at Mysore, and she finished her intermediate education at Maharani College, that is in Mysore. And Parvathamma completed her intermediate education in arts stream of second class, and she later joined BA Honours in Social Philosophy at Maharaja College, that is in Mysore, and she earned first rank in BA Honours. Yes, and she sustained her entire education of scholarship, and a professor guided her to continue education in a foreign university. So C. Parvathamma returned to Karnataka after completing her higher education in foreign university. She made genuine attempts to spread the learning of sociology across Karnataka, proves her commitment and sense social concerns. And her major contributions are politics and religion and sociological essays on Veerashaivism and her studies on socio-economic status of scheduled caste and tribes. So this is all about C. Parvathamma. Next one is Iravati Karve. So Iravati Karve is recognized as the prominent sociologist of India, and she was the student of G.S. Kurre. Yes, and she was the daughter-in-law of famous social reformist. His name is Maharshi Karve, and had concern in social and national issues, and she had her MA from Bombay University and worked at Pune College as a professor. And her contributions are kinship and organization in India, Indian society, institutions and relations. Next one is yes, A.R. Desai. So he was born in 1994. A.R. Desai is an important among the prominent sociologists of India. He worked as the UGC National Fellow and as a head of Department Sociology of Bombay University, that is HOD. Okay, and his full name is Akshay Ramlal Desai, that is A.R. Desai, and he was born on 1915. Yes, and he was the student of G.S. Kurre. Yes, first one is so Iravati Karve as well as A.R. Desai, both are the students of G.S. Kurre, and as he was following the Marxist ideology in his sociological studies, he was identified as Marxist sociologist. Yes, and his the sociological background of Indian nationalism work is the best work. Indian rural sociology, slums and urbanization are his major works. Yes. So he worked actively in Indian sociological society. So this is all about prominent Indian sociologist. Okay. So thank you for watching video.